The quickest and easiest way to deploy Docker is with Now. Now is a deployment service developed by a company called Zeet for deploying JavaScript and Docker applications. It's pretty easy, and it only takes one command to actually do your deployment. So let's try it out. So go ahead and make sure that you go to zeet.co/download and download Now. There's a Now desktop application that is the easiest way to get started. Go ahead and download that, drag it to your applications, and then open it. Now, part of that download is also including the Now CLI tool. So if I type in now-help once I've installed that application, we should have the Now command. We can then use Now via the command line to deploy our application. So I'm going to go ahead and navigate to the note-taking app directory that has our Docker file that we made in a previous video, as you can see here. And we're going to deploy this Docker file to Now. So in order to do that, we're going to type in the command now, deploy, and then --docker so that it knows to deploy this particular project by getting the Docker file. If I go ahead and type that in, we'll see that it'll prompt me to log in at first. So go ahead and type in your email address, and then it'll send you a confirmation email in order to log you in. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my email, click on that link, and then Now should be able to, there we go, grab that particular credential, and then save my details in my home directory under .now. So now what I can do is I can rerun that command again, now that I'm logged in. And it's just going to let me know that everything will be publicly accessible once I have deployed because I'm on a free plan. I'm going to type Y. And then I'm going to wait for Now to do its thing. All right, we'll see that what Now did is it took our Docker file, it built the image, stored it, and then used that image to create a container. Now I should have a URL copied to my clipboard that I can then paste into my web browser, and then I can access our application. You can share this link in order to verify that it does work and it's deployed on the web. Congrats, you just deployed a Docker container. Now, note that Now is a platform as a service that automates all the underlying infrastructure and deployment process for these containers. So as long as you have a port exposed in your Docker file, as we do right here, then we'll be able to view that container via the web. So what Now will do is it'll build the Docker image and then map the exposed port accordingly. In this case, it's going to make sure that everything is accessible through port 443. Now, platform as a service, or PaaS for short, they're really great because they provide a lot of productivity, as you can see by just being able to deploy with one command, and they're also very scalable. But there is the cost of less customization and, of course, higher costs. But for small projects, Now is a free and great way to deploy Docker containers.